Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC, alright. Check it out. Alright, ready to take up the P-47 Thunderbolt Bonnie, 1500 millimeter from FMS. Maiden flight. Maiden flight. The only thing I've done that you didn't see on camera after the unbox and build, gave her a clear coat. And I broke the drop tank on there. This is the glue let go of the part that holds the drop tank together. I just got to re-glue it. And actually I did that here at the field. I don't have that kind of glue with me, so won't be able to fly her with the drop tank. But this is the maiden flight. After the flight, we'll go over all the settings, AS3X and all that good stuff. Wind is, which way is the wind now? Southeast, so we need to turn around. She is a big, heavy bird. You know what I didn't do, folks? I didn't check CG. So let's go do that. Better be safe than sorry. She's a big plane. That's for a foam plane. She's big.
Prop is secured. Safe to approach.
Now remember I told you in the build, you can't really check the CG underneath because of the wheel wells. They're just in the way. So I got the marks on top, 90 to 95 from the leading edge, and I'm good. She's slightly nose heavy. That's what I want. With a warbird, slightly nose heavy is good. All right, better to be safe than sorry.
Timer reset.
Timer set for 5 minutes.
Motor is on. Be careful.
All right. Try this again. Which way is the wind out of? Coming out of the east. All right. And that rattle's not in the prop or the cow, so I don't know. All right. Or take, and we're not going to use flaps right away. Let's just see. Right, left, up, down. Okay. Here we go. And
safe mode. AS3X mode.
all right. Nervous. Maiden flight. There's a warbird, so let the tail come up.
The gear is tucked away.
Can't figure out what that whining sound is. It's not the props, not the motor.
The gear is coming down. Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right, now I kind of know how she's going to land.
Landing flaps.
Boy, what a big sweetheart. What a big sweetheart.
Takeoff flaps.
Real quick, folks, I want.
Remaining 3 minutes.
All right.
Prop is secured. Safe to approach.
I want to see if I.
Flaps up.
Hub's not hot. That's not hot. Not getting any ambient heat off that motor. Okay, let me see if. Let me feel the ESC. I can leave my fingers. It's the ESC's warm, but I'm leaving my finger on it. Okay, but there's just a rattle sound.
Motor is on. Be careful. Prop is secured. Safe to approach.
Everything feels solid and no vibration. So, I don't know.
Motor is on. Be careful.
Huh?
Last time you had that kind of sound, but like a magnet or something.
It could have been, but that was a different kind of. This sounds like something's catching in the cowl. But shouldn't make that noise.
Takeoff flaps.
Try to take off flaps, see how I like that. All right.
The gear is flaps up. The gear is coming down. Landing flaps. Flaps up. Time remaining 2 minutes.
Yeah. Gonna land her,
Landing flaps.
because I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that, so. All right, well, I'll tell you folks, I'm happy with the way she's flying, but I don't want to take her up again until I figure out what that rattle is. I don't know if maybe that's a loose magnet or something, because I'm not noticing any variation in the way the prop moves. The hub is...
Prop is secured. Safe to approach. Flaps up.
The hub is not hot. I'm not feeling any ambient heat off that motor. I checked the ESC a while ago. Let's go ahead and take it back to the bench. We'll do our after flight report, but I'm not going to take her up again until I figure out what that prop is. I'm going to take the motor out, test it, see if there's any vibration and put it back in, but we're going to have to iron that out. I don't want to run the risk of burning this motor up or the ESC or something while she's up in the air and then have to do a dead stick landing on something I could have prevented. So let's take it back to the bench. We'll talk about the race, but flight performance, I'm happy with her. So we can go ahead and do that. All right, folks, what I want you to do, you plane experts. You know, I'm going to run that motor up, and I want you to listen to that motor. I got a hold of it, and I want you to tell me what you think it is.
Motor is on. Be careful.
Hear it?
Prop is secured. Safe to approach.
All right. Well, let's go over the rates of the plane. I flew her in my high rates. She did not seem to need any trim whatsoever. She did climb when I applied landing flaps, but that's okay. Because when in normal straight flight into the wind, yeah, she's going to climb. But when I was coming in for a landing, those landing flaps were just perfect to bring her in nice and controlled. So I'm happy with my trim and my flights. Okay, so let's talk about flaps right off the bat. No mix. I didn't put any mix. Okay. Flap system is flaps up, negative 100%. Takeoff, negative 50%. Landing, 0%. So negative 100, negative 50, 0. No mix.
Flaps up.
I didn't mean, she wasn't like ballooning horribly or diving horribly. Into the wind, obviously she's going to rise a little bit with flaps down. But for landing, I was already in a landing approach, put down the landing flaps, and she came in nice and controlled. So I'm very happy with my flap settings. Regular plane rates, 100% throws, 30% expo on the aileron. Elevator, 100% throws, 30% expo. Rudder, 100% throws, but with 50% expo to help control my steering down the runway. Okay, my AS3X settings, my gyro settings. AS3X, one-time gains. Gains were set the default of 40, 50, and 60 on pitch, roll, and yaw. Priority at the default of 140 on roll, pitch, and yaw. I didn't change anything because it seemed to fly just fine. Heading, didn't do anything with heading. Stop lock, I left it at the default, 35, 35, 35 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Release rate, 55, 55 on roll, pitch, and yaw. One-time gains. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I got to figure out what's going on with that motor. But definitely something, it should not make that kind of rattle. I do want you to pay attention though, how long it takes this gear to go up and down. Them doors. Now here's where you really pay attention how long it takes for them to come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Allow yourself a good 7, 8 seconds for the gear to come down. Okay? All right. Well, folks, let me show you. Like I said, CG is 90 to 95 millimeters back right there on the wing from the leading edge. I did have, there's a real big miss on FMS's part is with this plane is the battery tray. The strap they give you, simple strap, okay? The plane clearly calls for it says a 5,000 with a 30C or higher, 5,000 6S, okay? All right, we flew for 4 minutes basically, okay? Let me unplug it. No afterburner to worry about. Because it's not a jet. Believe it or not, I'm actually not flying a jet. All right, but look. That's not the strap that comes with it. The strap that came with it, you had 2 black straps. Well, this is a 5,000. It's a 5,000 with a 50C 6S. Well, I had to add my own strap because the strap that they gave you came up to here on top of this battery. It would not reach around. Okay, so I just took them out and I put my own strap in there, and that works just fine. All right, but we flew for 4 minutes, you know, flying around, testing her out. Still got 81% 81% left. So, and that's a shame because I got 2 other batteries charged to fly this plane, and I'm not going to fly her now because until I get the motor ironed out. But anyways, there you go, folks. That's Miss Bonnie, the P-47 Thunderbolt. Great flying plane. I just want to figure out what's going on with the motor. Y'all tell me what you think. To me, it almost sounds like maybe a magnet. I don't, but see here it sounds nice and smooth to my ear. I don't hear anything, you know, so, and everything feels just as rock solid as can be. It spins nice and even. So, all right, well, y'all put comments in the video to let me know what you think. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. God is good. And that was the semi-successful Maiden of the FMS 1500mm Thunderbolt Razorback. Bye, y'all.